Imagine looking up at the night sky and instead of a tranquil blanket of stars, you spot a giant glowing object hurtling towards Earth. It's the Apophis asteroid, a space rock the size of 3 football fields combined. While astronomers have calculated that this asteroid is likely to miss us by a hair in 2029, what if it didn't? What if Apophis were on a collision course with our planet? Today, we're going to dive into the chilling scenario of what might happen if the Apophis asteroid actually struck Earth. Buckle up, because this is going to be an intense ride. First, let's get to know our cosmic visitor. Discovered in 2004, Apophis is an asteroid about 340 meters, 1,100 feet wide. It weighs around 27 billion kilograms, that's 60 billion pounds. Named after the Egyptian god of chaos, Apophis was initially calculated to have a small chance of striking Earth in 2029. Although recent observations have ruled out a 2029 impact, scientists have kept a close eye on Apophis due to its potential for future close encounters. Let's imagine a world where Apophis doesn't miss. Instead, it's on a direct collision course with Earth, set to strike in the heart of a major city or somewhere in the middle of the ocean. What would happen? As Apophis enters Earth's atmosphere, the first thing we'd notice is the sky lighting up. The asteroid, traveling at over 30,000 kilometers per hour, around 19,000 miles per hour, would become a fiery ball as it heats up due to friction with the atmosphere. Upon impact, the energy released would be equivalent to around 1,200 megatons of TNT. To put that into perspective, that's over 80,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The immediate area surrounding the impact site would be obliterated. If Apophis were to strike land, it would create a crater several kilometers wide and cause massive shock waves to ripple across the ground, toppling buildings, uprooting trees, and causing widespread destruction. The blast would be so intense that it could flatten an entire city in an instant, leaving nothing but a smoldering ruin. But the devastation wouldn't stop there. The force of the impact would send billions of tons of debris into the atmosphere, blocking out sunlight and creating what scientists call an impact winter. This would cause temperatures to plummet worldwide, leading to failed crops and a potential global food crisis. The ash and dust in the atmosphere would reduce the amount of sunlight reaching Earth's surface, plunging our planet into darkness for weeks, months, or even years. The sudden cooling of the planet could trigger a chain reaction of climate disasters, including more intense storms, wildfires, and perhaps even a mini ice age. The lack of sunlight would also disrupt the photosynthesis process in plants, leading to the collapse of ecosystems. The impact on agriculture would be catastrophic, leading to widespread famine and social unrest. If Apophis were to hit the ocean instead of land, the consequences would be equally devastating but in a different way. The impact would generate a colossal tsunami with waves reaching hundreds of meters high, crashing into coastlines around the world. Cities near the ocean would be at the greatest risk, with millions of lives potentially lost to the towering walls of water. The energy released by the impact would also trigger massive earthquakes, not just at the impact site but potentially around the world. These earthquakes could further contribute to the destruction, collapsing buildings, destroying infrastructure, and causing landslides. Surviving the initial impact would only be the beginning. The aftermath of an Apophis strike would be a challenge like no other in human history. Nations would have to come together to deal with the widespread destruction, the loss of life, and the long-term environmental effects. The global economy would be in tatters, and rebuilding efforts would take decades, if not longer. Emergency services would be overwhelmed, and the world would have to face the grim reality of dealing with the fallout of the impact. People would struggle to find food, clean water, and shelter. Disease could spread rapidly in the chaos following the disaster. Could we prevent it? The good news is that scientists are actively working on ways to prevent such a catastrophe. Techniques like gravity tractors, where a spacecraft would fly alongside an asteroid to gradually alter its course using the force of gravity, are being explored. Another possibility is to use a kinetic impactor, a spacecraft designed to crash into the asteroid to nudge it off course. There's even the idea of using nuclear explosions to push the asteroid onto a safer path, though this method comes with significant risks. While the chances of Apophis actually hitting Earth are currently very low, the scenario we've explored today serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers lurking in our cosmic neighborhood. It also highlights the importance of investing in planetary defense because, as we've seen, the consequences of an asteroid impact could be truly apocalyptic. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that out there, somewhere, there are asteroids like Apophis. But thanks to the hard work of scientists and engineers, we're getting better every day at keeping our planet safe from these celestial threats. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring the wonders and the dangers of our universe.